Ki khubor ka Batesi TV.
Ka umdi basnyam bat penjaslian. Rupa Premium Meghalaya.
Unoy alam ko liang persya umukul sang mau lo kentot ting ya jing terwa jong Sorkar jela banyarap pisa bat man siu tulop ya ginong tre jong ki autonomous district council bat bu jing keliru ya jing long tenrai ke riti sinchar ba jing Thmu ke badan halendet jong kani garai bala shim dak Sorkar ha jing kran biglap thai khubor ha lai terik unoi lar aja absan sang mau lo ong ba ya jing kershan pisa de ban bu renti ya riti sinchar jong kari ba ya jing batha jong finance commission.
We have to be responsive to a given situation. Under a given situation, the circumstances may be different at different times. The challenges that confront us in the areas of governance, we will always have challenges, but challenges at different times are also influenced by different circumstances. Now, you have to understand one thing, that after we entered into the tripartite tax settlement agreement, which was given, which came into effect due to the collective resolve to restore peace in the state, which was signed by union government, the state government, and then organization, which was under SOO. That was in 2014, September 24th. And there, whatever is somehow captured and articulated in the tax settlement agreement is also, to a great extent, an outcome, some end result of an exhaustive discussion, deliberation, involving all the stakeholders, including the political parties. You also saw lots of discussion and debates in the August House before this whole proposed tax settlement agreement was sent to Union government. And that is not something which I say is adequate enough, but to some extent that enable us to make a beginning to see how ADCs can be further strengthened and how further responsibility of their developmental programs to be taken up based on the aspirations of the people can be fulfilled. ADCs, it's a very important institution. After the Panchayati Raj system, after the 73rd Amendment, you know how the local governance, the local bodies are assisted extensively and adequate funds are made available. Now these are areas which gives us an opportunity to somehow understand as to where are the openings. There are openings, there are opportunities within the provisions of the Constitution of India. You have Article 275. You have the other constitutional provision wherein the resources from the divisible pool are passed on to the states and how they should be meaningfully utilized for the local bodies. These are areas which has to be taken advantage of, and that is how it should be leveraged upon. I have taken the advantage of coming up with the resolution. I have tabled the resolution before the August House, which can be taken up during the ensuing autumn session. This is intended to create that enabling environment for discussion in the August House, wherein the attention of the government can be drawn and where we can discuss about the possible spaces available. You see, you are aware that for last 43 months they have not received salary continuously, and then now these 43 months will become 44 months, and under the present circumstances, what was expected from the side of the government was that, okay, there's a breakthrough. There has been certain decisions, concrete decisions we have been taken to ensure that the ADCs are able to somehow sail through this kind of crisis for the time being. And we are taking measures to ensure that this similar situation is not repeated. But on the contrary, what the government has said is that they can't do anything. They are struck of their responsibility, washed off their hands. So that is something which is not acceptable, because the government has to understand the sensitivity of the situation, the gravity of the situation, and understand the importance of ADCs. Will the ADCs then become redundant if the government says that the government cannot do anything? That is the kind of message which is not something which gives hope for the people. Therefore, people have to question, and therefore people become more and more confused, and people have reason to believe that the incumbent government is insensitive to the situation, and this insensitivity also reflects their lack of concern about the responsibility of the government towards further strengthening the ADCs. Rather, on the contrary, this whole stand of the government is indicative of the government's probably hidden agenda to weaken the ADCs. Otherwise, what explanation can actually convince us otherwise? Do they have some hidden agenda to weaken the district council slowly? Because even the offer of the government that the salaries of the employees of the ADCs will be given directly by the state government with effect from 1st November. That is a conclusive decision, is it not? If they are saying that from the 1st of November they are going to do this, that is a conclusive decision. I am wondering as to with whom have they discussed this issue? Have they quietly discussed with other ADCs? No, they have not discussed with ADCs.